Hello, truth seekers, and welcome back to our channel. It's here that we pull back the curtain and expose the truth behind the diamond facade of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. First off, we have some of the hottest gossip making its way through those palace corridors this week. It seems the never-ending war between the Windsors and the woke warriors of Montecito has been reignited with a fury, thanks to Meghan and Harry's self-indulgent royal tour of Nigeria. That's correct, dear viewers, the Duke and Duchess of Delusion have just committed yet another brazen breach of royal protocol by gallivanting across the African continent, doing their best philanthropist posturing for the cameras. In spite of the ridiculous pomp and spectacle they injected into what was clearly a personal vanity project, it was very much not an official tour sanctioned by either the palace or the British government. Still, before we dive headfirst into the frothy waters of this revelation, if you're yet to do so, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You do not want to miss out on the stuff we have in store. Now, of course, we all know these two grifters have been pushing the envelope since day one. Ever since Meghan slimed her way into the firm through her thinly veiled acting audition cleverly disguised as romance, this scheming social climber couldn't wait to start donning her Kate Middleton cosplay and flagrantly overstep the supporting role she so loudly claims to have wanted. But, of course, with every year that passes, years of unchecked ego massaging from her willing enabler, Harry, Meghan's brazenness has only gotten worse, further descending into the stratosphere of unchecked delusion. This latest Nigerian escapade was just illustrative of her bulldozing over any last remnants of decorum or respect for institutional hierarchy within the monarchy. Their ongoing antics suffused the saga with a spectacle as controversial as it was fascinating, keeping the world grudgingly glued to everything they did. Because make no mistake, despite this being officially designated as a private undertaking, Meghan pulled out all the stops to make sure this was a full-on royal vanity tour worthy of a ruling monarch on the global stage. But we're talking red carpets, fawning villagers, and opulent photo ops amidst the stark native poverty, every detail geared to making a spectacle. Rolling out, she worked it shamelessly for the camera. Each moment had to be captured and sent out over the airwaves. Now, on one hand, you could just chalk this up to Meghan being Meghan, the same thirsty public spotlight monster we've all come to know and loathe over the years. But I mean, what kind of utter fakery would we not expect from this fame-addicted narcissist, except the most grandiose and self-indulgent? And that's where the whole thing takes a rather more sinister turn, and I'm not even going to deny the fact that it has me feeling just a tiny bit creeped out by the Duchess of Delusion's boundless ambition. Because according to multiple reports, this little African jaunt of hers has jolted the palace awake to the fears that Meghan is actively positioning herself as the Windsors' chief rival on the world stage. As the one royal staffer framed it so ominously, overseas visits might look like jollies, but they're actually a matter of foreign policy. These visits are about promoting the UK and building diplomatic and trade alliances on behalf of the government. And the staffer would further issue a warning that because for all intents and purposes Harry and Meghan are no longer representing the crown, they have different priorities from the actual firm ambassadors. With such an imbalance of priorities, one has to question the implications of their actions on the careful balance of international relations fostered through the traditional role of the monarchy. That is to say, although Meghan's self-serving moves may seem to be purely a publicity stunt and attempt to get into the limelight, the broader implications may well be quite far-reaching. Her own efforts to create a new and separate royal presence could threaten to destabilize the very core of the monarchy's diplomatic efforts and inevitably put at fatal risk the central work of the official royal family's image and efforts. And, with the rest of the world, for the most part, completely ignorant of these finer points, it is, to say the least, disingenuous that the self-styled Sussex royal tour should be taking place at all. Imagine this, an insider from the palaces is on record for having upbraided the sub-Markle branch, personified by Meghan, for staging a coup d'état over the centuries-old foreign affairs responsibilities of the monarchy, which fatally compromises the center of work for the official royal family's image and efforts. That's setting up a direct rivalry against the Crown's sole prerogative to conduct international diplomacy on behalf of the British people. Now, I don't know about you, but to me, that's an astronomical breach of ethical boundaries, something that almost equates to treachery. Really consider that for a moment. A rogue, self-exiled, cast-out reality star winds up and unloads the full weight of her gargantuan, overblown hubris onto the toes of an institution that's been sovereign for centuries, one that's been charged with the management of Britain's international relationships. The absolute, unbounded arrogance on display here is almost too difficult to process. It's a delusional power play that would make even the most fevered dictators blush. But, of course, that bombastic brand of unadulterated egomania and backstabbing protocol violations is just par for the course with Meghan at this point. Ever since those Kensington Palace aides balked at her self-appointed workplace dictatorship, she's been on an endless revenge campaign to tear down any and all systems she perceives as restraining her bloated, all-consuming ego. So, what do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments what your opinions are. Until next time, stay tuned for more shocking stories and scandalous exposés on our YouTube channel. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on the latest from the world of the royal family. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again with some more fascinating news about the royal family. Bye for now.